Calling two criminal case numbers, CR 15-1-459 and FCCR 16-1-119. State of Hawaii versus Jaylin Kema. Motion for supervised release.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Rick Damerville for the State of Hawaii.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brian DeLima with Jaylin Kema.
Good morning. Mr. DeLima, we're here on the request for supervised release. Do you have anything further you need to add?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Damerville.
Judge, we're agreeing to the standard terms and conditions of supervised release, but we also want a drug assessment and any follow-on treatment if necessary.
We have no objection.
I'm just concerned that she may have had a problem with prescription drugs before she came into jail, and hopefully an assessment and treatment if necessary will alleviate that problem.
Okay.
You know, she's undergoing the pre-sentence investigation now. She's going to fully cooperate, and if there's a need to get an assessment, she'll do what is requested of her.
Okay. So, Ms. Kema, what I'm going to do this morning is I am going to grant you supervised release based on the following conditions. Immediately after you are released, I want you to make a check-in at the Hawaii Intake Service Center. You'll be subject to the standard terms and conditions of release, and I'll go over them with you. You should not commit a federal, state, or local offense during the period of your release. You shall appear in person for all court hearings unless notified by your attorney that your appearance is not required. You must remain in the state of Hawaii unless you obtain court approval to leave the jurisdiction of the court or required to remain in the county of Hawaii by certain special conditions. And I'll go over them with you now. In addition to making a check-in at the Hawaii Intake Service Center, I am ordering that you shall reside in an address and provide a phone number to be verified by the Hawaii Intake Service Center within 48 hours of your release. You shall remain on the island of Hawaii unless you have prior approval of the court to leave. You shall not own, use, or possess any alcohol, illicit drugs, or drug paraphernalia. You shall submit to random drug and alcohol testing as directed by the Hawaii Intake Service Center. You must submit a urine sample within 2 hours of receiving notice from the Hawaii Intake Service Center. You shall obtain a substance abuse assessment within 2 weeks of your release and follow any recommended treatment until clinically discharged. You shall be responsible for the cost of the assessment and/or treatment program. I'm also ordering that you not own, use, or possess any firearms, deadly weapons, or live ammunition. You'll also be subject to electronic monitoring if deemed appropriate by the Hawaii Intake Service Center. Anything further regarding conditions, Mr. Damerville?
Judge, we want no continuation of no contact with the family members until such time as there's a stipulation. Right now, the family's been having a rough time this week, and they just contacted me yesterday and indicated that for now they don't want any contact as a condition.
And no contact with family members involved with the case?
Yeah, that would be Lena Cole, Alan Cole, and Chantel.
We have no objection.
Cole. Last name, Chantel's last name?
Well, it's changed a couple of times, but she knows who it is. It's her daughter.
Okay.
And we're hopeful that it's going to change. It's just that this week has been kind of rough on them. As soon as we hear back differently, myself and Mr. DeLima will hopefully enter a stipulation.
Okay, so I will order at this point no contact with the Coles. And Ms. Kema, you have any questions on your conditions of supervised release? Okay.
That's it.
So what I'm gonna have you do is go over this and sign. So Ms. Kema, looking at these orders, see your signature at the bottom. You signed here.
Yes.
Do you have any questions what you need to do?
No.
Okay. Mr. Damerville, regarding sentencing,
Judge, it's presently set for May 30th. By agreement of the parties, we're asking that it be continued to June 13th, I believe.
okay, Mr. Dilliman.
No objection.
So Ms. Kema, we're continuing your sentencing here to June 13th, 2017 at 8 a.m. in this courtroom. You're ordered to appear in that date. I know the PSI has also already been ordered, is that correct?
That's correct, and it's
That's
not
correct.
due until sometime in May.
Okay, do we need to adjust that date or no?
My guess is that the PSI writer may come in and ask for additional time
Okay,
because of the length of the reports, but
Ms. Bernabe is in court, and I think she can complete it by that time.
Your Honor, would we then use that new date, the June 13th?
I cannot hear.
if you can step forward.
I'm Danielle Bernabe, adult probation. I am assigned to do her PSI, so I was wondering if we can just set the new date today so that we don't
Okay,
have to come in and ask for
how long you
continuance.
need?
We can just stay with that June 13th date is fine.
Okay, and then for the deadline to submit the PSI 1 week before?
1 week prior, yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
we'll order that it be due June 6th.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Anything further at this point, Counsel?
The deadline for submission of the defendant's input, can we delay that for 2 weeks?
Sure. You want to do it 2 weeks prior?
No, 2 weeks from when it's due now.
Okay,
it's due tomorrow.
okay, so we can delay that for 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything further, Counsel?
No, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We'll take a recess.
All right.
Is there a particular reason? Partisan reason? Oh, okay, okay.